Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie's Square and to episode 14 of Show and Tell, where it's all about you. Okay, so before we get started, I just wanted to go over a little bit about what you can expect on the channel this week. First, I'm going to be doing an unboxing / unbagging of yarns that I got from 3 different places. I got yarn from Joann's, from Wool Warehouse, and from Hobie. And speaking of Hobie, I'll be doing a flash review on Hobie's Carnival yarn. In addition, we'll be doing part 4 of the Fall Fireside Afghan. And please send in your pictures of your progress on that Afghan. I love seeing how your Afghans are coming out, and so many people are making it their own. It's really wonderful. Also, I'm hoping to put up a tutorial of another quick and easy crochet item for the fall season. Okay, so I think that's everything that's coming up, so let's get to your projects. Our first submissions come from Claire Morley. Take a look. She said, "Hi Frannie, finally sending pics of the Cranford cardigan. It finished up very long. I'm going to gift it to my sister-in-law. She is almost 6 feet tall." Well, I love it long also. You can wear it as a duster, but I'm sure your sister-in-law is going to love it as well. And I love that color. That is one of my favorite colors. She said, "I also recently finished this cute pink baby sweater for my nephew's daughter. It was an Annie's Club item. That is so adorable. Look at the little button and the collar, and I love the detail. The trim, just adorable." Thank you so much for sending those in, Claire. Our next submissions come from Lisa Mayan. She's been very busy getting ready for the arts and crafts market. Take a look. She said, "Another busy week around here. These are just a few things on the finished list. I crocheted and felted the green tote / purse and added jewel buttons for a bit of sparkle. The second one I call Big Sister and Me hat set. I remember when my daughters were young, they loved having matching things, for a few years at least. I thought this would be the perfect gift idea when bringing home a new baby. I love that idea. So adorable. Lastly, I am replenishing my supply of scrunchies for the arts and crafts market. They look so comfy, those scrunchies, and they look like they won't hurt your hair. Adorable." Thank you for sending those in, Lisa. The next submissions come from a regular, Samantha Jefferson. Take a look at these. She said, "The slippers I designed for myself, they are the warmest. I always use Lion Brand Hometown for them. I make them every year." Adorable. And look at that little Santa hat with the pom-pom. Great idea. Then she said, "The hat I just designed for our Christmas get-together with the family. I got a few more plans I can't wait to show you. I can't wait to see them. That hat is adorable. It looks just like a Christmas tree." She said she used Red Heart Super Saver yarn for the Christmas tree hat. She likes to have fun. Thanksgiving and Christmas are her favorite holidays. And here is another hat that she made for the Christmas get-together with the family. I love those colors together. Really pretty. And look at this wreath. That is just beautiful. I love that. I'm curious, Samantha, what did you use for the form on the inside of that wreath? If you could let me know in the comments below, that would be great. Awesome projects. Thank you so much for sending them in, Samantha. The next submissions come from Connie Zachary, and I'm glad to see she's becoming a regular at our show and tells. Connie said, "I'm sending another one of my Granny Square creations. The reason I've been crocheting so many Granny Square projects is because during the last lockdown up here in Toronto, Canada, I found myself with only scrap yarn or not enough skeins to complete a blanket or a sweater with the same yarn. So I made use of all my scrap yarn, and I made 2 sweaters / coats and 3 blankets. Mind you, as soon as we were allowed to shop in person, I did stock up." So here's a cardigan using scraps of Karen cotton cake yarn. That is absolutely beautiful. And what a great way to use up scraps. I love those colors together. Really beautiful. Next, she said that she's sharing a Noah's Ark blanket that she made a few years ago. She made one for each of her nephews, and she said, and we're talking 12 nephews, when they made their first communion. She found the basic pattern in a Crochet World magazine, but added a few details to it. Look at that. That is absolutely adorable with all the animals on the ark. Wow. The detail is great. And I can't believe you made 12 of these. Thank you so much for sending that in, Connie. Those are great projects. The next submission comes from Sharon Densmore. Yet another gift for her niece's baby. This baby is so lucky. Take a look. She said this cute little baby girl blanket was Joanne Martinez's tutorial. Perfect for my niece's baby. It was made with Karen Simply Soft. I bet that is so soft and she will love being wrapped in that. Thank you for sending that in, Sharon. That is one lucky baby. Sharon also sent in this beautiful scarf. I really love these colors. She said this infinity scarf was a crystal from Bag O' Day pattern, and she made it with red heart stripes. She didn't do any color control on it, and it came out really nice. I agree. And then she said she's still working on Christmas presents. I can't wait to see those as well. Thank you again, Sharon, for sending those projects in. This next submission comes from another one of our regulars, Brenda McChristie. Take a look. She said, I made these hats and cowl from Lion Brand Landscapes, colorway mountain range. I have enough yarn left for another cowl. I love those colors together. Lion Brand does really well with their landscapes yarn. That's so nice, and you'll end up with 2 sets. How many skeins of the Lion Brand did you have, Brenda? I'm just curious. Thank you so much for sending those in. The next pictures come from Shalene Wilson, and what I love about this is, as you're going to see, sometimes your best plans turn out completely differently, and it can be a gift. Take a look. She said, well, even I couldn't have predicted this. I really do try not to stray too far from the pattern, but the I wonder what would happen seemed to strike. I told you why I gave up on the jasmine stitch and decided to substitute a solid starburst granny square, and why I decided on a single color. I wanted the puff stitches in it to pay homage to the original center. I plan to fix the wonkiness of my center with a yarn needle when I start the next hank. Not really liking to turn a circle into a square, I decided to see what would happen if I made the afghan round. This leads to interesting issues because of the constant need for increases. When I started the cobblestone stitch, I put the single and treble crochet in the same stitch. I wanted the stitches to be able to stack correctly without having to worry about making more increases for a few rounds. I knew this would ruffle, but if I needed to, I could always frog. Unintentionally, I put the front of the new stitch facing the wrong side. I decided this was actually nice because the back of the starburst had less texture. Since I am working in the round and didn't need a row of single crochet to keep the stitches facing the same direction, I skipped it. I then decided to offset my cobblestone to allow the larger stitches more space. You can't see it in the picture, but it really made the stitches pop. I decided that 2 rows was the width I liked, leaving me with quite a ruffle. I switched to single crochet and did a row of decreases followed by 2 rows of singles in each stitch. When working on a ruffle in the round, these also act as decreases. I am now back to a flat edge and ready to see what happens with the next stitch. I really like the ruffle detail. I didn't particularly plan for it, but I think it adds some nice drama. Thank you for teaching new stitches and providing the inspiration. Without your project, mine, no matter how different in the end, would not have happened. I'm glad you motivated me to try to crochet an afghan for the first time. Sometime I also want to make something square with the multicolored 3-sided stripes. I think it would be a cool taupe pattern. Wow, well, this is really such a great example of how trying things out and seeing what happens can turn into something really nice. And that's not to say that sometimes when you try things out, they don't work and you have to tear them out. But still, this was really beautiful to see, and I can't wait to see how it progresses, Shalene. Thank you so much for sending that in. The next submissions come from Regina. Take a look. She said, hi, Frannie. Just wanted to say that I am still really enjoying your channel, and your show and tell episodes are unique and inspiring. I am so happy to hear that, Regina. I love seeing what others are working on. The purse is a fabulous tutorial by you. Thank you. Small bag for beginners using Ice Yarn's Dream Pink shades. My granddaughter loves it. Oh, I'm so glad. The pillows are a corner-to-corner front and the beach glass pillow back tutorial by Rich Textures Crochet, both using Premier Sweet Roll yarn. I love that. I love the idea of two pillows with the stripes going different directions also. It'll add a little bit of interest. The last one that my beautiful daughter-in-law is wearing is made with Ice Yarn Super Baby Cream with a pattern from the book Two Simple Shapes by Selena Baca. This book is fabulous, by the way, especially for newbies like me. Ooh, I'll have to take a look at that. I haven't seen that book. Thanks for keeping us inspired and always making new yarn friends. Well, thank you for being part of the community. I couldn't do it without all of you. Thank you for sending those in, Regina. The next pictures are from Misty Dawn. Let's see what she's been up to. She said, I designed a new dress for my bunny pattern. I think this is my favorite so far. I'll be coming out with an accessory package in the spring. I found Mandala Sparkle yarn on sale at Joann's, and it really works up nicely for these dresses. Made one in pinks and the other in blues, all from one cake. Trying out colors for the bunnies. This one in light pink is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. She needs her ears still with the pink mandala dress. Adorable. The white speckled yarn dress is a new design also. It'll show up better on a different colored bunny. And I'm not sure I care for the color, but loving the new design. This yarn is Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. I made this bunny in Premier Basics in linen with blue eyes. Here's another new bunny out of Premier Basics in cream. It's a lovely cream. I've changed up the bunny pattern just a bit and techniques to give the bunny more definition in the head. She's wearing the mandala in the dress in blues. So pretty. A taller bunny in Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn in ivory. It's interesting how each bunny takes on a different look and personality. The overalls are Lion Brand Kobu in denim. I love the overalls, and they really do take on a different personality. And I think the clothing helps to do that as well. The next picture is the picture of two bunnies together, the happy little bunny couple. Then she has hanging ghosts for a bit of decor for her granddaughter's room. This is Jada and Stitch's pattern from a couple of years ago. Very simple and fast. I used Lion Brand's Vanna's Choice in white with 3.75 millimeter on the head and 6.5 millimeter on Granny Square. They are so adorable. And she sent a link for the tutorial, so I will put that in the description below. Then she said, here's a couple of bats. They are so stinking cute. They are. Oh my gosh. I just used scraps. This gives me a chance to use up those red eyes. I didn't have black felt, so I'm crocheting on the fly wings as I'm sending this. I will send a finished hanging one next week. Oh, I can't wait to see it. And this is a pattern from DIY 100, a good tutorial. And again, she included the link, so I will be including that in the description below. Great projects as always, Misty. Thank you so much for sending those in. And finally, we have two projects from Jenny. Take a look. She said, here are a couple of small projects that I finished this week. The first one is a compressed bobble stitch pillow. I didn't expect to like this and really just wanted to use up the yarn, which I've had for a really long time, Lion Brand Wool Ease. I like it so much that I plan to make a few more pillows with variations of the same stitch. It's a yarn eater. I bet it is, but I love the texture of that. And I bet it's comfy. The second is a super simple yarn project, also a yarn eater, that I made to fill up the corner of a room. I made it in 3 different sizes and they are hung from my ceiling. Some people turn these into hanging lamps, but I just wanted a simple but interesting decor piece. They are interesting, and I could see how you could change them up using different yarns. Love it. You just mix a 50-50 mixture of glue and water, soak the yarn in it, wrap it around a ball a few million times, or to your liking, let it dry for a few days, pop the ball and remove it, and voila. Love it. What a great thing to use for decor. She said she's currently working on a crochet vase, which she hopes to finish tonight. So that was yesterday. So she may be done it by now. And she said if it turns out, she'll send a picture of that separately. Well, I can't wait to see it. And thank you for sending all of those in, Jenny. Okay, so that was it for today's show and tell. I think we had some really awesome projects, very inspiring. I wish I had more hours in a day to do crocheting. I have so many things that I want to do. Anyway, thank you so much for sending in your projects. If you haven't sent in any yet, please consider doing that. We love seeing everybody's projects. It's so inspiring. You can send your pictures and descriptions to my email address at franniesquare@gmail.com. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.